Hello, people. Welcome back. I am in Skyhold and I am directly going to get my specialization. You wait. Because I need to get my specialization. She's been like trying to get my attention a lot. Where was my trainers? Where are my trainers? Was this it? I guess.
Hello?
You got Rift
Yes,
Mage, right?
I am waiting for you to complete your task. If you do so, you can be a Rift Mage. I know how not to die,
Yes.
and I can teach it. It's incredible.
Alright, let's do that then.
Very well.
Show me
how
that.
this should go.
You have already received the instruction and need to follow it very carefully, or there will be consequences.
I already have everything. Don't I? Right? A Tome of Rifts. Acquire writing on Rift Magic. How am I supposed to go do that? Should I get that from Solas? Was it? Damn. Let me try to go there. Solas! Hey! I thought that I did that. Hey. Let's do that. It's that weapon. It's a... Really? Banana weapon? Okay. Okay. Mortalitas skull. Ooh, okay. That's for the necromancer, I think. Tome of Rifts. Yes, let's craft that. Finally.
Consider it done.
Thank you. Now I can finally get my specialization. Can I just jump? There you are.
Back.
Now teach me.
You are back, and you have completed the instruction. Alive. Of course, alive.
And the next step?
Now
Not
there
thanks
is
to
a
you.
decision. You have to make it. Do you commit to this path?
I
You
do.
are my
yes, train.
Haha, yes I am. Thank you. I will give you this knowledge, and you will use it
She's
to
weird.
great effect. How could you not? You are the Inquisitor, and you will be a Rift Mage.
Yay! I have it. No, not there. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, I have it. Okay, since I'm going to stay in Skyhold for this episode, I am going to look into that in detail later off recording, because I may actually do a specialization for myself too. But let's now go and talk to my people. I'm going to start with Josephine.
Inquisitor.
I will come to you. Please just wait. Josie, where are you? Hello.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
What?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden
Okay.
from trading in Olay.
It's devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I'm
I
sorry.
had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It's just... it is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Yes, actually, you're not poor, right?
Most people worry about their next meal, never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Maybe it's time for them to start looking after themselves? Don't you think? Okay. How can
Is
I
there
help
anything
you?
I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux... I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Maybe a rival family or something? I don't know. Who would go to
Who
that
hates
trouble?
the Montiliers enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
Huh. What will that get him? I don't know. Is he trying to be famous
What
or
will being
something?
seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will
Exactly.
be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
Yeah, we can do that. Why not? But he also sounds
I
desperate
hope
to
the
me.
Comte isn't making up information just to be seen with me.
I will take full responsibility if that's the case, Inquisitor. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Okay, I would want that too, if I were you, actually. So don't worry about it. Let's continue. So, let me see, who's next? We don't have anyone on that side. And this, I think, goes to Vivienne, right? Let's go and talk to her. Right?
If you require any assistance...
Hi, you... Not really, you're...
Inquisitor.
I think... Okay, you're not going to talk.
Can I
Hi,
assist you?
Vivienne. No, apparently not. I believe Dorian is over here. Dorian.
So I take
Hello.
it you're Danish? Is that the correct word here?
Really? You just realized that, Dorian? It's correct
Danish is the
everywhere.
correct word everywhere.
We don't have Dalish clans coming northward, for obvious reasons. So I've never met one of your people before, although I've heard about them. Little. I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the
Why would it be? No, don't worry about it. I know the past of Tevinter Imperium with my people, but... Yeah, you're not Tevinter. I mean, their fault does
There's
not
no need
fall
for us
on
to
you.
dredge up the past, is there?
More than it's already been. What with ancient magisters running about? Not at all.
Yeah, not at all. So, tell me more
I'd
about
like
the
to
Imperium
ask you
then.
about Tevinter.
Ah, yes, everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. flying cows over Minrathous.
Maybe.
That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
So, Corypheus was a magister,
Corypheus
right?
is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records.
1400.
Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
But it shouldn't be just a
We have
story,
evidence
it can't
the story
be.
is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is. If he even remembers.
Yes.
There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
No, according to Corypheus, they found the Black City, which was supposed to be golden. Didn't we talk about this already? Alright, let's try. So tell me, is blood magic really that common in
Just
Tevinter,
how
Dorian?
often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
Nah?
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
So what is it for
What's
you?
considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
Don't you have Templars? I'm not sure. There are no circles, right? And Chantry, your Black Divine? Does he have
The
Templars?
Templars would object.
I imagine they did.
But the Black Divine is also a mage.
Once their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
Ooh. So no
There
one
must be some
disagrees.
mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a magister who makes noise. And then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
I think you should be careful. So tell me about the slavery
Anyone
then.
who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah. That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home,
Treats
it's
them well.
how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
But they're still slaves. You don't even pay them for working for you. Yeah. You actually
You
thinking
think
that they
slaves
like it?
that way? Don't be ridiculous.
I didn't say they like it. It's all most of them know. In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can
I
save
know,
himself.
but
As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family.
really,
Some slaves are
respect?
treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
Come on, Dorian, just think about it. You're better than that. At least they have a
At
choice,
least they're
I
free.
think.
They don't have slavery forced on them.
You think people choose to be poor and oppressed? I doubt it. I don't
No,
know
I
what it's
didn't
like to
mean
be a
that.
slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
So, do mages
It
truly rule
seems
there then?
strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
Strange? Why are you less qualified to rule than some tart with a fancy crown? Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules.
What do
That
they do
magisters
then?
are all mages is considered a
Yeah.
convenient technicality.
Really? And the
What is
Magisterium?
the
Tell me about it.
Magisterium, exactly.
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
So what
If
are
you're
you
not a
then?
magister, then what are you called? No special title.
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
I kind of feel like I already asked him about some of this, but it also feels like some things are new. I'm not sure, guys, so bear with me if this is a repetition for you.
I've never heard
I'm sorry.
of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later. Lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
It's also very interesting to learn about Tevinter Imperium and to go over this information again. So, tell me about the
I thought
Archon then.
Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so,
Why?
he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Okay, but mages
If
do
it's a
rule,
fiction,
right?
That means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
How's that
Can
true?
anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't
Someday.
realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 pillars, at best.
Or a slave to a magister? So
Being
tell
a
me, is that
quaestor
bad?
isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Let me
Okay,
ask
Dorian.
you something else.
Of course.
Do I have more to investigate? Let's come back to these
That's all I
later.
wanted
I'm
to
going to
know.
talk to other people too. Ooh, Alexius. Maybe we should talk about
You
him.
said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
I think I know why, but
On a journey to Hosburg,
Felix.
a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. And the guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
You probably
mean you
argued
fought
with
with him?
him.
I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Okay. You felt guilty? I'm not sure. Maybe he did, because he
I don't think
left
that's
him.
it. You felt guilty because you couldn't help him.
Clever you. I had a choice, you see. Wallow in self-pity or get away while I could. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
I should go.
Okay.
As you wish.
I should. I really should. I want to talk to Fiona, actually. She was somewhere over here. From what I remember, where is she? Oh, right
Greetings,
here.
Inquisitor.
Hey there.
That is your title now, yes? I should thank you.
It is.
The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
I think you deserve the chance. And I don't really want to say I believe in your cause, because I am not sure if rebelling the way they did was the right thing, but when I look at the other options, I think I like this
You
one
rebelled
most.
for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
Let's talk. You were a Grey Warden,
You were
I know
once a Grey
about that.
Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
I remember she and King Marek found some kind of well at the deep roads, and I think that's what healed them, and how she became pregnant of Alistair. That's what I think. If you read the novel, you will also know. But let's talk about this more.
You
Didn't that
sound
bother
happy
you?
about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave.
But it wasn't your
It
fault.
also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
By the way, actually, I think also that thing, well, or whatever it was, can be a chance for all wardens to heal themselves when they are close to their calling. I think it must be revealed somehow in later Dragon Age games, or maybe in this one. I don't know, as some kind of Healing option for wardens. We will see. So, you started a
You
rebellion.
began the Mage Rebellion.
I pushed for our vote to free the circles of Magi, but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
Kinda. So,
You're
you
not
still at the
Grand
mage's then?
Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
So, you think the circles will
You
return? I
believe
hope
they'll
not.
recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare
Yeah, I think so
benefits
too.
no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
Yeah, that's what I think too. About Alexius, how
I've been
did he
meaning
take
to
the
ask.
control?
How exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
So,
I trust
everything is well
with the
then?
mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
Alright.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
Really? Well, that would be interesting. I wish we could do that. Like, introduce Fiona and
You want me
Alistair.
to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
For her son, actually. Okay, let's go up to... Oh no, not that way. Liliana. Let's find her. Hi there. What's
Yes?
up?
Anything,
I should know?
I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far nothing, and the breach has
Delay?
been quiet for some time. There is something at least.
I'll leave you
It
to
is.
your work.
Thank you. And let's go to Solas. Coming. Where are you?
You have begun
Hey.
practicing new magical forms. Interesting. You seem to be drawing upon the raw substance of the Fade. Likely using your mark as a catalyst. I use similar techniques, although it took me years to learn them.
I know.
Why did you choose such an esoteric area of study?
It's because of the mark, you know. Yeah, I
hoped
wanted
that
to learn.
studying such magic would help me better understand the Fade.
While our fight affords
Exactly.
little time for formal study, the wise can better themselves even in the midst of battle. Perhaps especially then. I hope your new studies serve you well. Did you need anything else?
Thanks. I don't know, do you have anything new for me?
I'd
Tell
like
me
to
about
hear
your
more
journeys.
about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Are these new, I wonder? Let me see. Tell me
Tell
about
me about
old
the
ruins
old
then.
ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight.
In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about a
And
spirit you
spirits?
encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Really? Okay, let's go to
We'll
the
talk
old
later.
memories later then.
Bye.
Goodbye. And Cullen was on this way. If I'm right, yes, he must be. Hey there, Cullen. What's up? I'm on your desk. Hey.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Why you sound like that? It sounds
You're being
ominous,
especially
yes.
serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of Lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped.
When I joined the Inquisition, it's been months now.
You could die? I know that it's not good for them, right? I remember Samson begging at the Kirkwall streets, but he didn't die. He just wanted more. I don't know. You
You've
seem
never
fine.
complained.
Why would I? I chose this. After what happened in
No, I didn't mean
Kirkwall, I
that.
couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
I really respect your decision, Cullen, and I think this
Are
is the
you in
right
pain?
choice, actually.
I can endure it.
Yeah. I respect your decision.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Will you be okay? Confessions of a Lyrium addict. Should I talk to him again?
Did you need something?
Ooh, I can still go back to him. But I don't think, not right now. But you can tell me more
You
about
and the Red
Samson, I
Templars
think.
leader seem to have personal history.
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why do you think he
Why do you think
soars
Samson joined
Corypheus?
Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin
Yeah.
buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus
I remember.
flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
It's possible. I don't know, maybe don't let him
Personal
distract
history or
you.
no, we can't afford pity.
Have no fear. There'll be none. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with Red Lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
Okay. Alright, Cullen. I think we are done here. And I think I should also finish my episode, because I am out of time again. But in the next one, I will continue to tour the Skyhold, do new quests, do the new quest that I found, and talk to my people. So let's meet again. Bye bye.